Hi students, today I am going to start limits and continuity. This is the 1B chapter, and so first of all we have to learn about interval. So interval is nothing but what, suppose two elements are there, that elements are A and B, that A and B belongs to R. R is nothing but what, real number. So if A and B are belongs to real numbers, then what, here condition is there, A is greater than, A is less than B, then what, is nothing but what, B is bigger than A. So in that condition we can write that this symbol, bracket symbol, is nothing but what, this symbol is the open interval symbol and this is the closed interval symbol. So if we use the both this symbols, then we can say that A and B both sides open interval, and is nothing but what, it continues, means nothing but what, this is the element A and it continues left, and this is the element B and it continues right. And next what, one open interval, another closed interval, is nothing but what, here it closed, means it not B from right we can't continue, but left hand side we can continue the elements, and similarly left closed and right open, and both are closed. And next what, neighborhoods. Neighborhoods is nothing but what, just like our neighbors, means nothing but what, suppose the A and delta both are belongs to real numbers, then what, here delta is greater than 0, delta is greater than 0 is nothing but what, this is the small element, means it is some value, small positive value, and A minus delta means suppose from A we are subtracting some least element, that is the A minus delta, and A plus delta is nothing but what, we are something adding here to A. So that is nothing but what, here subtracting is nothing but comparing to A, that is some little some less value. So then we can say that what are called a left and right neighborhoods, and A minus delta is called a left hand neighborhood, and this A plus delta is called a right hand neighborhood. Suppose this is a value, so then A minus delta is called the left hand neighborhood, and A plus delta is called the right hand neighborhood. And A minus delta and A plus delta are called what, deleted neighborhoods of A. Okay, FBA function defined on A. A is what, previous we already taken, no, that one, and to be a limit of A, then what, limit extends to A, f of x is equal to f of A, that is equal to L. So L is the final value, and where what, so if you see the example, limit extends to A, x square minus 1 by x, if you apply this limit in this function, this is the function, which function already we mentioned here, so this function, so x square minus 1 by x. So if you apply the limit value in this, so simply in the place of x, instead of x, just you write A. So we get what, A square minus 1 by A, and it should not be 0 by 0, means this value should not be 0 by 0 or 1 by 0. So these both values are called undefined values, means 0 by 0 is not a perfect 0 value, and 1 by 0 also not a 0 value. So if we get like that 0 by 0 or 1 by 0, so we have to simplify this value. So I will give one example next, and here what, some standard limits are there. So limit extends to A, x to the power of n minus a to the power of n by x minus a, that value is equal to n into a to the power of n minus 1. And similarly, limit extends to A, x to the power of m minus a to the power of m by x to the power of n minus a to the power of n, that is equal to m by n, a to the power of m minus n. And these all values are the standard values. We should use these all values in the formulas what we are solving next. So these all formulas are last page in the textbook, means suppose limits and continuity, this is the 8th chapter in the 1B, and in that limits and continuity last page, in the last page these all formulas are there. You write that all formulas and learn that formulas. So if you know these formulas, then only we can solve the problem. Okay. Okay, next what, limit extends to 0 sin x by x, that is equal to 1. Means Suppose if you apply x is equal to 0 in this place, sine 0 by 0 means sine 0 value we don't know. So that's why what this already this standard formulas they given. So you should learn this standard formulas and means that formulas are what limit x tends to 0, sin x by x that is equal to 1. Like that only tan x by x that is equal to 1 and like that only a to the power of x minus 1 by x that is equal to log a. Base is always base we get always, okay. So next year limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x that is equal to 1. Okay. So you learn this all formulas. So then we get what we can solve the problems. Okay. Next I will give one example. Start. Okay. See here limit x tends to 0 under root of 1 plus x minus 1 by x. What I told before 0 by 0 is not a perfect value and 1 by 0 is also not a perfect value. So that's why first of all you apply the limit what he given. So if you apply the limit what we get under root 1 plus 0 minus 1. Under root of 1 plus 0 is nothing but what? Under root 1 is nothing but 1. 1 minus 0, 1 minus 1 we get 0. And here if you apply limit here also 0 means what we are getting? 0 by 0. See just 1 plus 0 minus 1 by 0 is nothing but under root 1 plus 0 is nothing but 1. Under root 1 is nothing but 1. 1 minus 1 is nothing but what? We get 0. And here also we get what? 0. Means it is a not we have to simplify this. So then what we get? So just rationalize the numerator. Then what we get? Rationalizing is nothing but you know already 10th class. In 10th class it is there. So just see here under root 1 plus x minus 1 by x. Rationalizing is nothing but what? This is the one term and this is the another term. In between suppose here minus is there no. So by taking plus you what it is called multiply and plus 1 whole divided by under root 1 plus x plus 1. Okay, this is called a rationalization and just now both multiply. So then what we get? This is one term what I told already. This is one term, this is another and this is one term, this is another. So we have one formula a minus b into a plus b. So that is equal to what? A square minus b square. Just see here under root 1 plus x whole square by 1 plus x whole square minus 1 square is nothing but what? A minus b into a plus b that is equal to a square minus b square. Then what we get? Suppose this is a and this is b. Then what? A square minus b square whole divided by what it is there? X into under root 1 plus x plus 1. Okay, limit compulsory you write, otherwise they will cut the marks. Okay, now what? Square and root just cancel it and 1 square is nothing but what? 1 only we get. And then what? Limit x tends to 0. 1 plus x minus 1 by x into under root 1 plus x plus 1 plus 1. So then what? Here plus 1 and minus 1 both gets cancelled and here x and here also x is there. We can cancel this also, x and x. So then now what? You apply the limit. Just see here. If you apply in x place 0, then what we get? 1 plus 0 is nothing but 1. 1 plus 1 is nothing but how much we get? After applying the limit, you don't write limit. So before applying the limit only, you write the limit here. So if you apply the limit, what we get? 1 plus 0 plus 1. That is nothing but 1 by 1 plus 1. That is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So next what means before if you apply the limit what we got 0 by 0 value. So that's why now that's why what we did rationalizing the given function and after that what we get the perfect value. Okay, next another example. Okay, see here limit x tends to 0 e power x minus 1 by under root 1 plus x minus 1. So here e power 0, if you apply the limit e power 0 minus 1, it may be 0 or not. If you get some positive value, then also what this is 0 only. Under root 1 plus 0 minus 1 is nothing but 1 minus 1, that is 0. So anything by 0 also not a perfect value. So that's why what we should rationalize this also. So just what limit extends to 0. Now what rationalizing by which one? Numerator or denominator? Denominator only. So what we get? Under root 1 plus x minus 1 into under root 1 plus x plus 1 whole divided by under root 1 plus x plus 1. So now here also what a minus b into a plus b, same what before we did know. So limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 into under root 1 plus x plus 1 whole divided by what we get? Under root 1 plus x whole square minus 1 square. A square minus b square formula. A minus b into a plus b, what we get? A square minus b square. So then what we get? Square and root also gets cancelled. And here plus 1 and minus 1 also cancel. Minus 1 is nothing but 1 square is nothing but 1 only. Okay, so then what? Minus 1 and plus 1 both gets cancelled. Then just you arrange this before some standard formulas I already explained you. And see here, e power x minus 1 by x. I am separating this. In denominator only x is there now. So just this x I am writing here. And this I am separating. Separately I am writing, not separating. Okay, now what? Just see the before formulas. Limit extends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x. That is equal to how much? 1. Already I explained you. So then what we get? 1 into, now apply under root 1 plus 0 plus 1. Then what we get? 1 into under root 1 plus 0 is nothing but 1. 1 plus 1, how much? 2 we get. So 1 into 2, that is equal to how much we got? 2. Okay, see here students. Limit x tends to 3 x minus 3 by under root of x square minus 9. This is a given problem. We have to show that is equal to 0. Okay. So that's why I am writing, if you apply direct x in x plus 3, then what we get? 3 minus 3, 0, and 3 square is nothing but 9. 9 minus 9, 0. So that is equal to 0 by 0. What I told before class, 0 by 0 is not a perfect value. So that's why we have to simplify the value. So that's why I am writing limit x tends to 3 and x minus 3 by under root x square minus 3 square. So a minus b into a plus b, that is equal to what we get? A square minus b square. So I am applying this formula here. Then what we get? Limit x tends to 3 and also numerator I am writing under root of x minus 3 into x minus 3. Okay. Means x minus 3 whole square is nothing but what? Square and root gets cancelled. We get again x minus 3. So that's why I am writing under root x minus 3, x minus 3. And next in denominator, how we can write? So see here, x minus 3 and x plus 3. How? A minus b into a plus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. So that is equal to, I am writing instead of a here x and b, that is equal to 3. So then what next? We can cancel this value. First you separate it both. So limit x tends to 3 under root x minus 3 into under root x minus 3. And here also separate both under root x minus 3 and under root x minus x plus 3. Okay, so both gets cancelled. Now you apply what we get? X is equal to 3 limit here. So 3 minus 3, 0, and 3 plus 3, that is equal to 6. So how we get? That is equal to under root 3 minus 3 by under root 3 plus 3. Is nothing but 0 by root 6. 0 by anything is equal to how much we get? That is equal to 0. If numerator value is 0, then automatically that value becomes 0. Okay, over. Next problem, see here, limit x tends to 0, a power x minus 1 by b power x minus 1. So that is equal to how much we get? Just we try that. So here, let's see here, I am dividing and multiplying by x. So then what we get? Limit x tends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x and b power x minus 1 by x. Okay. So yesterday I told some formulas. Just you see previous class. So then what we get? Just separate the limit. Then what we get? Limit extends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x, and similarly denominator limit extends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x. Both values are, that is equal to what? A power x minus 1 by x, that is equal to log a. So log a we can write, and similarly b power x minus 1 by x, denominator value. Then that is equal to what we get? Log b we can write. So similarly we can write how? Log base b power a we can write. So limit extends to 0, a power x minus 1 by b power x minus 1. That value is equal to log a base b. Okay. And similarly, next another problem is there. Limit extends to 0, e power x minus x by e power x minus sin x minus 1 by x. So we have to simplify. Why? Because if you apply x is equal to 0, sin 0 value we don't know, and also e power 0 is equal to 1 we get. 1 minus 1, how much we get? 0, and some value we get. So that's why we have to simplify that. So then what we get? Limit extends to 0, and just arrange any formula is there. Before I told no formula. So we can arrange that type of formula. E power x minus 1 by x, and also we can write this is the x total division for total. So that's why I am separating e power x minus 1 by x and also sin x by x. Take brackets, both two values are there, no? That's why. So then what we get? So limit extends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x, and next minus limit extends to 0, sin x by x. Sin x by x. Just 1 minute. So see here, limit extends to 0. So e power x minus 1 by x, and separate it, minus limit extends to 0, sin x by x. Okay, so this value is equal to 1, and this value also 1. 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. Okay, see here students. Similarly, one formula I told yesterday, limit extends to a x to the power of n minus a to the power of n by x minus a, x to the power of 0. So that is equal to n a to the power of n minus 1. Okay, so just I am applying the same formula here. So then what we get? Just take just assume that 1 plus, first of all you write the limit extends to 0, cube root of 1 plus x and minus cube root of 1 minus x. I am adding 1 and subtracting 1 for numerator only. Okay, so then what we get? Whole divided by x. So then what? Limit extends to 0, cube root of 1 plus x minus 1 by x, and from these two I am taking minus common. So then what we get? Cube root of 1 minus x minus 1 whole divided by x. I am separating this denominator also for this and this separately. So then how it is? Limit extends to 0. So how we can write? 1 plus x whole to the power of cube root is nothing but 1 by 3 we can write, minus here what? Minus 1. We cancel this. Okay, for solving this problem I am using this formula, limit extends to a x to the power of n minus a to the power of n by x minus a, that is equal to n a to the power of n minus 1. For this, for given question, I am adding 1 and subtracting 1. And after that, what I am writing? This minus 1, I am writing here near to cube root of 1 plus x and this plus 1 I am writing here only, same. And next what we get, I am separating this x also. Then this by x and this part by x. Okay, so afterwards what we get, cube root of 1 plus x minus 1 by x we get, and here what we get, from these two I am taking minus common. So then what we get, minus, if you take minus common, then what we get, minus becomes plus and plus becomes minus. Then cube root of 1 minus x minus 1 by x. Okay, so I am taking in the place of 1 plus x that is equal to y I am taking, and in the place of 1 minus x I am taking that is equal to z. If we interchange the values, then what we get, y tends to 1 means y tends to 1, and here what we get, minus z tends to minus 1. Okay, so then what we get, so apply here y value and here z value. So then what, y to the power of 1 by 3 minus 1 by y tends to y minus 1, and here also same we get. So here minus is there now. Here minus is there now. So if we write the value, so then what we get, minus we get cancel common. So minus into minus, what we get, minus into minus we get plus value. Okay, so after that, this value I am comparing with this formula. So then what, so instead of n, so we can write 1 by 3 means n value is equal to how much, 1 by 3, and a value is equal to how much we get, 1. Okay, so I am applying the formula n into a to the power of n minus 1. N value is the 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 into a value is how much, 1. 1 by 3, 1 to the power of 1 by 3 minus 1. Okay, and here also same. Here also n is equal to 1 by 3 and a value is equal to how much we get, we write here 1 by 3 and here also 1 by 3. A to the power, x to the power of n minus a to the power of n, like that. So 1 to the power of anything is equal to 1 only. So that's why I am writing 1 to the power of 1 by 3, no problem. So then what we get, a value is equal to 1, we get n value is equal to 1 by 3. So n into a to the power of n minus 1. So 1 to the power of n is equal to 1 to the power of anything is equal to what we get, 1 only. So 1 into 1 by 3 we get 1 by 3 plus here also 1 to the power of anything is equal to 1 only. 1 into 1 by 3 we get same 1 by 3 only. So now what, you take LCM. So both the denominators are same. Just add the numerators. Then what we get, 1 plus 1 that is equal to 2 and denominator same. So that is equal to 3. So that value is 2 by 3. Okay, see here another problem. Limit extends to 0, 1 minus cos 2 mx by sine square nx. So we have one formula in trigonometry in 10th class also and in intermediate first year 1A also. So 1 cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta we can write. Okay, so if we interchange this formula, so then what we get, so this minus 2 sine square theta you change left hand side and cos 2 theta you change to right hand side. So then what we get, 2 sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta we get. Okay, so in theta place here mx is there and here nx is there. Means here I wrote theta now. So in theta place in numerator mx value is there and in denominator nx value is there. So just in the place of 1 minus cos 2, just what I told, this mx is equal to just assume theta, then 1 minus cos 2 theta is there. So 1 minus cos 2 theta is equal to how we can write, 2 sine square theta we can write. So I am writing here 2 sine square theta. So then what we get, limit extends to 0. So 2 sine square theta. Theta is nothing but mx we have to write. And here already sine square nx is given already. So I am dividing and multiplying for numerator m square x square and also denominator n square and x square. Then what we get here, limit extends to 0. 2 just write outside, sine square mx by what I told, dividing and multiplying by m square x square and here also m square x square. So in denominator what is there, limit extends to 0. So what we get, so 2 already over and sine sine square nx, I am dividing and multiplying by n square x square by n square x square. This denominator I am writing here and numerating just I am writing outside, and here also same. So then what we get, I am writing these two completely outside. 2 limit extends to 0 sine square mx by n square whole divided by limit extends to 0 sine square mx by sine square nx by n square x square. So after writing this, what we get, so just see here, 2 limit extends to 0 sine mx by mx whole square we can write, and here what we can write, limit extends to 0 sine nx by nx whole square we can write, and here this becomes, it goes upside, then what we get, so that is equal to n square x square by m square, see here just, so here this denominator I am writing, here, so then what we get, m square x square is there in numerator part, and here the m square x square only, and here this means we get m square x square, and here what we get, m square, so n square x square. Okay, so then x square both are same only, and applying this formula, which formula, limit extends to 0 sin x by x, that is equal to how much, 1. So here we can write 1, and here also we can write 1. So then what we get finally, 2 into 1 by this part also 1, 1 is nothing, 1 and square also there, 1 square is nothing but 1 only, and here also 1 square is nothing but 1 only. So 2 into 1 by 1, and here what we get, m square by n square. So that is equal to 2m square by n square. So this is the final answer.